Coil packs out. Ouch. What did I do? Don't know what I did there. Coil packs out. And if you plan to save the gasket behind it, it'd be nice to take it straight up. Oh, I think I missed one here. Right in front of me. What do you know? Two away. Okay. So, gasket comes straight up. You might have to deadbolt, nudge this a little bit. I'll show you this when it's done. So if you reach back here and you just pull up, you can get the cover off. And you can see the gasket there coming off of the cover. You slide this right out. And there's nothing holding onto it. And that comes right off. And there's the gasket there. Now, again, whatever your reason, my reason was the foreign object here that you can see in there that fell inside the hole. I'm going to remove that. If you have other services to do, you can do the service and then go ahead and replace the valve cover. Replacement of the gasket is just pretty much putting it back into the groove on the valve cover gasket and making sure it sits in place. A little bit of sealant gasket on the two seams between the timing chain cover and the head, so that will keep it tight. And then, just since I'm doing this one-handed, I'm gonna have to put the camera down, but essentially you want to sit this on there lower side first, and then making sure that it's in place, and then just putting it down. So that's why we wanted to make sure that nothing is in our way. So let's get those wiring harness further away and we'll set it down. And just make sure that everything sits flush. And then we're gonna do this in a crisscross fashion, putting the bolts back in. So I'm gonna start with the last bolt here on the end, and we'll go from there. So I'll take this here and set this there and make sure that it is in there, all by hand first. Let's go this way. I'll set that there. Just start it by hand, nothing more. Right there, started by hand, nothing more. That goes there. Started by hand, nothing more. So I don't get something else to fall in here. Let's close this up. And since this is not all the way down, we'll wait to get this tightened down to get all the coil packs back on. Get this on. Just hand started. I am outside on an 80-degree humid day, so yes, I am sweating. Definitely not from this job, but sweating nonetheless. Let's get got started by hand. And make sure no cross threading. Otherwise we'll start having valve cover gasket leak. Okay, I think I'm gonna set this here. Set this here for now, just to sit in there, just to cover those holes. No chance for error. There we go. Get that in there. And that's it. And now let's just make sure this is sitting properly. And now let's start. We'll start right about here in the middle. So hold that down. I am not checking to the specs on. I'm gonna get this one across. And then I'm gonna go in a zigzag fashion. And then let me know in the comment section if these are supposed to be to a specific torque. I definitely have not checked on that, and as you have seen, this job was not for an engine repair but rather to retrieve something that was stuck in there. My one-handed bandit repair here, or retrieval I would call it, not repair. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let me see. Just gonna go around just to make sure. I don't want to break the bolt head in there. Then this goes in here and sit there. And we'll get this down. Okay, that's down. This is down. We got them all down. Now we can connect this back here. Connected. You want to sit the coil packs back down. Make sure they're snug on there. Snug. And the 8mm bolts comes back on. This one's for sure. I don't want to over tighten. Or nothing for that matter. Should be over tight. So I'm gonna put my wrench at the most minimal, and maybe even finish off with hand tightening this. And the PCV valve goes on, and we are done. You call this job done. Not on screw, not on hammer. Yeah, the most minimal strength possible. Now these also have their spec. Again, I did not check on the spec, and crucify me in the comment section or tell me what it is, and I will come back and do that. And the old dipstick goes back in here, and we have retrieved our foreign object. The car can be started back up. Thank you very much. If this has been helpful for you in any way, please like, subscribe. I do a lot of these repairs, and if I have any other tips, I'll be glad to share. Thank you. Okay, we gotta loosen this and put the wiring on its back where it belongs. This goes on there, tighten on there. All right, the wiring harness is back, and we are done. Again, we retrieved the foreign object that was falling into the oil. We were using this as a funnel. I mean, you open some gear oil can or bottle, and it's got that kind of tip on it. Well, if you don't have a funnel around, just a rudimental way of getting oil into your transmission or inside of oil was to use that. But with that cap being on there, the cap was loose and it fell inside the oil fill. So thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe. Thank you.